Welcome to another edition of the UNCW Court Report right here on the Seahawk Digital Network. I'm Mike Vaccaro alongside Amy Bambenek with the volleyball team here. We're coming to you from inside this brand new locker room facility. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the week that was for the Seahawks. But, Coach, first of all, where we're standing and where it was before. Very great transformation here for you guys. How has this helped out your program?
This has definitely been a blessing for our program. We had a number of private donations to make this brand new locker room possible for our players. They spend a lot of time in here. We do a lot of scouting in here, and it's just nice to have a place, a place to call ours. That's really nice, and our girls have definitely earned it over the past few years. So they definitely enjoy the space.
Yeah, what was the reaction like from your players when they came in here for the first time?
They were excited. They had seen bits and pieces of it throughout the construction process, but overall, they use it to get ready for practice, and they pump the music in here just to kind of get hyped before the games. So they have a lot of tradition that goes on in here, which is fun to see.
And obviously, recruiting-wise, this has to become a big tool in what you're trying to do, continuing to build this program.
Yeah, I think in today's day and age, facilities are becoming a big part of the recruiting process. And Hanover has gone through some transformations as well, which are really nice to see. And I think this just complements what's been going on in Hanover.
Well, a lot of things going on. Not quite in Hanover just yet, as you've been on the road quite a bit and coming off another tournament for you guys up in Bowie's Creek, the Campbell Tournament. You go 2-1 in that tournament. Let's start with the first game. You take on a rival in Campbell University, the first match there. What was that like for you guys to again, go through that against a rival and have the performance that you did in winning that match?
It's always exciting to play a rival. The last few years that we've played, Campbell have gone to 5, and I think our competitive mindset going into that match was just take care of business, and we did exactly that. Offensive and defensively, we were firing on all cylinders, and we were able to take that 3-set sweep. I was really proud of the girls' effort, during that match away.
So that puts you at 4-0 on the season after that tournament sweep that you had at Clemson the week before. Set up a matchup on Saturday with Sacramento State, a very good team from the West Coast, obviously, and your first setback. Tell us about that match and kind of some of the different things that you saw from your girls and maybe some of the things that became learning points for your squad.
Well, we started off really strong. I think it was a 5-0 run, service run to get us ahead in that first set, and I think our girls might have been on a little bit of cruise control after winning that first set, but anytime you play a team from the West Coast, they're just really smart, and throughout that match they kept exposing some of our defensive weaknesses, and we just weren't able to adjust quick enough to stop them. But overall, it's an experience that our girls are going to have to go through. We're going to have to be able to face tough competition and beat the teams that aren't going to give us a lot of points off of their errors. So that's just something that is definitely going to be a learning. It's going to be something that we're going to have to learn and kind of go through this season in order to beat some tougher opponents. But overall, I think it was just a really solid weekend for us across the board.
Well, you get the setback, your first of the season, but then you come right back and just said continue with a solid weekend. You get a win against Norfolk State. What did you see from your girls in the ability to come back after the first loss of the year?
It was a great rebound. We had played Norfolk State a couple of times the past couple of years, and they actually took a set off of us in the spring. But we were able to rotate in a number of players in that match. That's going to be important for us to see the experience and to get everybody that playing time. We've got 6 or 7 newcomers on the team, and to be able to have those girls join in that match and make a difference was, I think, going to be important for us down the road.
So, again, you go 2-1 now in that tournament. Also, you look at the last couple of weeks, you've had a player of the week in the league. Last week, Kristen Powell offensively. This week, it was Lindsay Hartman, defensive player of the week. So what do you think about that and seeing your girls get those accolades?
It's tremendous. It's definitely a testament to how strong our team is. Those awards go to teams that are successful on the weekend. And, Lindsay this past weekend, she was just, pretty unstoppable back there. She's someone that'll go through a brick wall if you tell her to. And defensively, that's kind of the mindset you have to have when you're a libero. So she's just kind of a tough as nails kid. And she's a really strong leader on the court for us. And the girls love playing next to her. And she definitely brings up the level of our play. And I was definitely very excited for her to get that award this week.
So again, the Seahawks on the road still. They won't be home for another week or so, but this week, very challenging. 3 games on the road coming up. No more tournaments, but you're taking on North Carolina, you're taking on Duke, taking on Coastal Carolina next week as well. Brutal stretch for your kids. What do you want to see from your girls?
It is. I think I just want to see a mindset of fearlessness. It doesn't matter, what those rankings are of those opponents, and obviously to be able to play Duke and UNC in the fall is great for our girls just to have that opportunity. I think on some levels I know that that's the level eventually that we want to try to get to as a program, and if we don't face it at some point, it's hard to know how far away we are from achieving that. And we're excited to just be a part of the tournament that they invited us to.
Yeah, so again, stiff competition this week. North Carolina, the preseason favorite in the ACC. Duke, third in the preseason. And then next week, again, it's Coastal Carolina before the Seahawks are home. So certainly a tough stretch here, but Coach, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
She's Amy Bambenek. I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us once again. Another edition here of the UNCW Court Report right here on the Seahawk Digital Network.